Do you think that the AI hype right now is mostly real, mostly noise, or or where does everybody disagree, on that? Like, what are you, I guess, like all of us, like, what are our thoughts on AI? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Just especially like in the field that you're in. Like, I don't know,
Mm.
it's a big part. So,
Right,
what are your
right,
thoughts?
right. No, so AI hype is, I mean, it's real. I feel like it's super impactful. Like you can literally do anything with AI. Especially being in tech and me working very computationally all the time, it's revolutionized everything I've done from doing my research to managing and like being able to make sure I stay organized. It literally controls my life. Like I'm not saying I put all my info in the AI, but like,
Yeah,
like there's a
nah,
good amount in there.
just about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So trying to protect myself by not telling everybody what I put out there on AI, but like it helps me. It pretty much knows me, so it can help me do everything I need to do. That's all I'm gonna
You
say about
using a
that.
local model or like a OpenAI, Claude, like one of the cloud models?
Yeah, so I'll be using Cursor, which is pretty much just every model in one, but I really use Notion a lot to control everything. Like I could talk about that platform forever. So
Yeah.
it's just a way to organize everything, but it's connected to AI. So yeah, it's how I just remember to do things, organize myself through undergrad completely with like classes, assignments, um, everything. So yeah, it's been really helpful in that
Yeah.
way. And then yeah, I'm just realizing like through my brother actually just utilizing AI all the time. He does cybersecurity. It's really cool to see the type of work he does. Um, you just do everything just from a desk, and so I just think it's insane. You got to get on, and if you're not,
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta
Facts.
um yeah, no, I mean honestly I agree. I think it's definitely like, I mean, it's real. I mean, you can't, I mean, I feel like even if you like aren't all the way super like kind of like up to date with every single iteration of AI development, like I'm sure you've seen like how the stock market has reacted over the last, 2, 3 years or so, right? Like if you follow like essentially like the economy is pretty much being held up like on the bet of artificial intelligence. So it's like whether you believe it or not, everything is kind of like teetering on this being helpful. And I think AI hype is real. I think it's just like people just sometimes have a hard time kind of like delineating like what the phases of AI are. I think like the first couple of years was kind of like everyone was trying to like just get the most, you know, compute power, like with building out all these data centers
mhm.
and getting all these GPUs and CPUs to power their infrastructure. And I think now we're kind of like in the point where it's like, all right, like even when you see like these earning reports for different companies, like Meta, who just tanked after they had theirs, like now people are looking for like, okay, what's the actual return on investment for all these billions of dollars you're spending on these data centers? Like what are you actually getting back? Like how is your company becoming more productive? How are you guys optimizing workflows? Like now people are actually looking for like okay, like we know what AI is, but what can it actually do? You know, besides like summarize notes and transcribing. Like, so now people are looking for like the real, I think, applications of it. And I think that's kind of like why we've kind of seen like this big kind of platform shift to like agentic AI and MCPs and understanding like how do you like how AI can work on behalf of us. So yeah, I mean I definitely think it's real. I think kind of like it also feeds into the question. I think it's also like another application of the question, just like how does that affect like the job market and how does that affect like people who are studying like stuff like computer science. And so it's like now people are like having these discussions about like what jobs and professions aren't able to be replaced by AI. And it's like that's a conversation I think we're going to just keep having like as the job market continues to get like hopefully not worse and worse, but more than likely will. But I think a lot of it comes down to just the way that these big corporations are kind of like justifying these huge layoffs and cuts. Like people are like cutting off thousands of people's jobs for the sake of AI. And it's just like that's what's going to make everybody think that is. But I feel like a lot of companies do use it as a cop out too. Like they don't actually, like they just want to use it as a reason to like fire more people and increase gross margin and profits and just be greedy. So, yeah, I feel like it's a ton of like ways you can go down. But I mean, like in summary, I definitely do think the AI hype is real. It's just like and I think like if you don't like, I think it is, you are definitely more like likely to get replaced if you don't at least attempt to understand. Like, I'm not saying you don't have to
Yeah,
be an
for
AI
sure.
guru. I'm not saying you have had to work at Google DeepMind for 15 years, but I'm saying like you should at least know how to like use these tools and have a basic understanding of it to keep up with the times for real.
Yeah.